So I used to business coach, and I found it very helpful. I was a tough love, though. I think that if you don't want to hire a business coach that's going to come in and all be la 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 la, and because really what you're doing is hiring someone to come in and kick your butt, aren't you? But in a nice way. But I found that it really did help a lot of my clients address issues that they weren't addressing in their business. So I held them accountable. And I had an amazing situation with a lady who I was working with, and she was an IT retailer and service person in Mandurah, and she had family in her business. That's always a difficult kind of thing to manage as well. And we used to go to a breakfast meeting once a month, where she would talk to the staff. And I remember her son sitting there and saying his normal dialogue to her, which was, "What would you know?" And I slammed my fist down the table this one day and I said, "I know that your mum runs a business with 15 staff with no overdraft. And I know that 100% of her clients think that she's super and incredible. That's what I know. What do you know?" And he shut up. And that was a turning point for her and a turning point for him. And she thought, yeah, what do you know? Because she had allowed this person to talk down to her and belittle her and not value her until I said, "That's enough." And then she went on to win the Small Business Awards for her manager level, then statewide she won, and then she went to national and was a finalist. So she knew a lot. But she was listening to somebody in her business who was in her family who was saying, "You don't know anything." So the thing is, I find a business coach is good, but you've got to make sure that, interview them. Ask them, how are you going to help me? What are you going to do for me? Why am I going to pay you my money? What will you do for me? And set up some very strong guidelines so it's not like they just turn up. The last thing I bear to watch is someone who turns up and says, when they're business coaching, "Oh, so what are we doing today?" Hello? You're the coach. Shouldn't you know what you're doing today? Why are you asking the client who's paying you for your intelligence or whatever it is? So the thing is that you've got to say to that person, and don't just hire them because you like them. My clients didn't necessarily like me, but they respected me. And there's a difference with that, right? So hire someone that you know is going to challenge you. And that's my philosophy with Catalyst to Success. I challenge to achieve. By challenging your thought processes, by challenging your paradigms, your boundaries, that's when you can break things down and move forward. So I do recommend a business coach, but make sure that they do the right thing by you.